decided to do it live so that I didn't have to upload it. So shalom to everyone who will come on here, but this will just be a really quick dream video. I just woke up. I'm getting ready for work. Um, so I had a dream. May the Lord please help me. I had a dream that I was in my mother's house, and for some reason, whenever I have a dream about her house looks different than what it looks now. And I'm thinking, is it how her house looks in the spirit? Either there's like an extra room in her house, or her house just looked completely different. So in the dream, I was driving, and I knew I was close to her house. And so as I'm driving, I see a girl, and she's talking to her daughter, and she's like, "We have cornbread, we have cornbread." And she was really happy she had cornbread. But I knew, like, she was like, "Oh, we must be the only ones who have cornbread." And y'all, the famine was this close. Like, the Lord told me it was slowly coming. Like, we at the brink now. It's like here now. It's almost here now. And in the dream, she thought that she was the only one who had cornbread because there was no food. And I knew that we had food at home, like way more than cornbread. I knew that we had a lot of food at home. Now, let me say this: the famine had not happened yet, but it was close, like close, and it felt like in the dream it was around the corner, around the corner. And so I got home, and um, when I got home, I was talking to my sister, and I was like, her name is Portia, and I was like, "Portia, this shift change is gonna come. It's gonna come so soon. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's almost here. It's gonna come." And as I say that to her, I'm getting ready to walk inside my mom's house because I was in her garage at the time saying that. And so as I was walking inside my mom's house, I was thinking about, for some reason, getting corn kernels and planting them in the ground for a garden. And before I could walk inside the house, I heard my mother call me, and she was like, "Cammy, Cammy." And she was like, "Where's Cameron?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Where's Cameron?" And in my head, I knew I've had this dream before. So I knew it was going to happen. And suddenly Cameron popped up, and he was like, hey, mom, right here. And my mouth dropped. I was like, and if any of y'all know, Cameron is my husband. And so then I walked in the house. I was too shocked to say anything. So I walked in the house. And for some reason, I went to my phone on TikTok. Now, I do have a TikTok. The only thing I do is spread the word on there and the dreams that God gives me. But for some reason, I wanted to turn on my comments because I knew that people would be asking me about the famine because they saw what was going on in the world. Like, y'all, the famine will be worldwide. It just won't happen in a city or a state or a county. No, it's going to be world. The whole earth will experience the famine. And I knew that they would try to contact me because of the lack of food. And so I was trying to turn on my comments. And then that was the bulk of the dream. Like, that was it. But all I know is that in the dream it felt so real. Like, it felt like real time. It felt like it felt like I wasn't dreaming. It felt like it was really happening. And all I know is that, hey Destiny, thank you. All I know is that it's gonna happen really soon. Really soon. And the Lord told me that what was the word he used? I cannot think of the word, but it hasn't happened yet, but it's slowly coming. It's slowly coming. And it's almost here. And I don't know what made me say in the dream to my sister, like, y'all, hey, the shift change is about to happen. And the last dream I had about the famine, the shift change had already happened. And the famine, like, it was said on the TV, Trump was on the TV. And he said, "There's no more food." He said it point blank like that. Like, he didn't say stock up, y'all, we have 6 months. Stock up, we have 3 months. We have 2 days. He said, there's no more food in the whole world. Like, there's nothing. When I say nothing, I mean not a can of beans. There was nothing. And I knew in that dream that I and like me and like five other people were the only ones who knew at the moment because we saw the broadcast. That was it. I knew that no one else had knew, so everyone just walking around willy nilly just fine, and there's no more food in the world. And in that dream, God had showed and told me like He took care of us. We had so much food, and I knew that we didn't buy the food; that the food came from the Most High. We had nothing to do with the food we had. The food literally came from Yahweh. And when I woke up from the dream that I had today, I was just like, I've been warning about this for years. Like, since God told me, that was 2, 3 years ago. I believe it was 2 years ago. And I've been warning about this over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, what? And of course, I tell everyone, do what God told you to do. Do what the Lord tells you to personally do, because He may be telling me to get rice and beans, but He may be telling someone else to get water. Do what He tells you to do. Be obedient to what He tells you to do. Right now, He's not telling me to get anything. He did tell me months ago to get water. That was it. But I believe that's because when the shift change happened, I would not be here. I would not be in the state I'm in now. He told me that. He showed me that so many times. Y'all, please go to God personally and ask Him what it is that you want Him, what it is that He wants you to do, because it could be completely different from what He tells someone else, okay? And that's all I have to say. But God bless y'all, and shalom.